Might Guy is a Konohagakure Jonin and the leader of Team 9 in Naruto. After forming a strong bond with his student, Rock Lee, Guy focused primarily on mastering taijutsu in order to follow his new nindo, proving to Lee that anyone could be a splendid shinobi, even without ninjutsu or genjutsu. Despite his refusal to use chakra-based attacks, Might Guy is more than capable of using these techniques. Due to his incredible determination and resilience, he became one of Konohagakure's single best taijutsu users before Madara Uchiha proclaimed him strongest shinobi in the world. Might Guy Summon. A key ninjutsu ability shared among most shinobi is the summoning technique. After signing a contract seal in blood, the user gains access to unique summoned animals to enhance their techniques. Among these summoned creatures are toads, slugs, dogs, and birds. Might Guy's personal summon was Ningame the Ninja Tortoise. Ningame aided Guy in monitoring Team 9 and scolded Rock Lee when the latter attempted to perform a forbidden jutsu. During the Fourth Shinobi World War, Ningame was summoned again to be used as a platform during Guy's chase after Kisame Hoshigaki. Might Guy developed the Ferocious Fist technique to hone his strength and supplement Rock Lee's lack of chakra. Unlike Niji Hyaga's Gentle Fist, which dealt direct damage to an opponent's internal organs, the Ferocious Fist focused on inducing blunt trauma with powerful kicks and blows. Leaf Whirlwind. Leaf Whirlwind engages enemies with a series of high and low kicks. It focuses primarily on catching an opponent off guard as the quick successive strikes leave room for openings. The technique is so quick that the Sharingan is incapable of reacting to it, despite adequately tracking the movement. Might Guy is among Leaf Whirlwind's few proficient users. Rock Lee and Metal Lee are the others. Guy utilized this technique in his efforts to overwhelm opponents. His flurry of unblockable kicks sent enemies flying before incapacitating even the strongest of them. Dynamic Entry. The dynamic entry is a flying kick directed at an opponent's face or neck. By taking an exaggerated stance, the user flies forward with an extended leg to strike unwary opponents down. Dynamic entry's strength is directly proportional to its user's confidence, allowing for increased offensive potential only to those who believe in themselves. As a proponent for teamwork and the spirit of youth, Might Guy's dynamic entry became an essential tool in Team 9's arsenal. He delivered dynamic kicks capable of incapacitating Kisame Hoshigaki of the Akatsuki and knocking out Jiraiya, one of Konogakure's legendary Sunin. Primary Lotus. The primary lotus requires its user to open the 8 inner gates to enhance their speed. The user then kicks an enemy skyward before grappling onto them. By initiating a spin in midair, the user sends their victim and themselves hurtling toward the ground. At the last second, they escape the technique as their target's head smashes into the floor. Might Guy taught the primary lotus to Rock Lee after the latter learned to open the 8 inner gates. As it greatly exhausted the user, Might Guy deemed the primary lotus forbidden. This didn't stop him from using the technique against Madara Uchiha with devastating effect. Asakujaku. Asakujaku begins with a powerful upward kick to an opponent's chin or chest. Once skyward, the user takes a mighty leap and begins assaulting the target with a series of increasingly fast punches. As the speed increases, the friction of the punches creates balls of fire strong enough to cause third-degree burns. The Asakujaku is Might Guy's certain kill technique. It utilizes 6 of the 8 inner gates to strike enemies with blinding speed. He invented the technique while defining his ninja way. Later, he used it against Kisame Hoshigaki to instantly evaporate hundreds of the Akatsuki members' clone shark. Uber Leaf Superhuman Hurricane. The Uber Leaf Superhuman Hurricane copies the concept of its parent technique, Leaf Hurricane. While it engages the user's opponent in a series of high and low kicks, the inclusion of the 8 inner gates makes it completely unavoidable. Even blocked blows result in its victim sustaining heavy damage. Might Guy and Rock Lee are the only shinobi capable of using the Uber Leaf Superhuman Hurricane. Guy used the technique against Obito, landing a direct kick to his head despite the latter's excessive use of Kamui. Guy's kick was so fast that Obito failed to activate his invincibility in time. Hirudora. The Hirudora, or Daytime Tiger, is a single punch that generates a massive amount of air pressure. Achievable only after opening the 7th inner gate, a user shapes the air into the form of a tiger head that explodes on impact. Despite its form, Hirudora is purely a taijutsu technique and requires no chakra to perform. Hirudora is easily Might Guy's most iconic jutsu from the series. He used it with cataclysmic results against Kisame, allowing him to soundly defeat the former Akatsuki member. He also used Hirudora during his fight against Madara, fracturing his Susanoo armor to free the 8 tails. Evening Elephant. The Evening Elephant is an assault that consists of 5 punches, each performed in quick succession. The user sends 5 cannons of pressured air toward their target, immobilizing them in midair. Named due to their resemblance of an elephant's foot, the air columns deal massive damage to the target and surrounding landscape. Might Guy performed the Evening Elephant while fighting Madara Uchiha during the 4th Shinobi World War. After opening all 8 inner gates, Might Guy performed the cataclysmic attack. He created deep rifts in the ground, shattered Madara's truth-seeking ball, and managed to immobilize him despite the latter being the Ten Tails Jinchuriki. Night Guy. Night Guy is a forbidden taijutsu that is accessible only to one who opens all 8 inner gates. The 8 inner gates' blood-red aura transforms into the shape of a dragon which envelopes the user as they dash towards a target. The technique's resulting kick is powerful enough to completely erase an opponent's body. Due to the strain put on the user's body, Night Guy burns them from the inside to reduce its user to dust. After failing to subdue Madara using Evening Elephant, Might Guy initiated this deadly kinjutsu as his final attack. Night Guy granted Guy enough power to deal heavy damage to the Ten Tails Madara, causing Madara to fear for his life for the first time since battling Hashirama Senju. Madara's awe at Guy's strength and skill caused him to proclaim Guy as the strongest shinobi in the world. Alright guys, thanks watching. Remember to like and click on the notification bell to get notified when I drop another video.